What is going on, guys? Mike here with Chit Chat Gaming here on Chitty's World, and yes, Christmas has come and go. I got some new clothes, some new shoes, some other small things as well too, but Santa Claus was extra nice to me this year, which means I was actually extra good this year as well too. So Santa Claus, I mean my wife, she actually picked me up the PlayStation Portal. We're going to go and talk about that here today and my experience I've had with it over the past couple of days. Now, I'm of course a big handheld gamer. I always love playing handheld games. I do play in front of the TV here and there, of course. I do a lot of my time playing that, but I also spend a lot more time playing on handheld mode. Now, that being said, I've always found it very difficult to find a perfect way to play handheld consoles, especially more modern consoles. Now, the 3DS, the PSP, the Vita, never had no problem with those to a degree. But when you get into more like first-person shooter games and such, there's got to be a definitely more easier way and much more comfortable way to play those games, and this by far has been the best way that I've had the chance to do so, and that's with the Hori D-pads. Now this here on my Nintendo Switch OLED feels absolutely comfortable. I've had no problem with this and I absolutely enjoy it. Again, absolutely love it, and it's probably the most comfortable way that I've been able to actually play here more recently. But however though, I have been playing on the PlayStation Portal. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit. I know this is nothing new. It's new to me, of course. It does still cost $200. Of course, there's a 30th anniversary edition as well, too. But this is just the basic one here. I'm going to kind of talk about this a little bit because I've had a blast playing this thing so far. I'm really, really impressed about how well this plays, how well it handles the games, how well the the connection is as well too, and then of course just overall the experience and the quality of it. Now it's very, very easy to set up. I mean, it was a little easy. It came out of the box, turned it on, easily just did the return on my PS5 because you have to have your PS5 on, of course, and then just went ahead, went to the settings, went to remote play. I enabled remote play, and boom, there you go. So what this does is basically just mirrors. It's remote play, exactly what it is, and it basically mirrors what's on your PlayStation 5. So this is not like a Switch. It's not going to be like a Vita or a PSP. It's not going to play its own games. It's literally going to play and mirror what's going on your PlayStation 5. Now, with that being said though, this does have a built-in screen, so it's not like a backbone where you have to use your phone or nothing like that. It basically has a nice screen that's built in, and I'm telling you, this screen is fantastic. It is much larger than the Nintendo Switch, as you can see. I'm assuming that the Nintendo Switch 2, when it comes out, is probably going to be along the same size of probably what the PlayStation Portal is, which is actually, to be honest with you, is a perfect size for a screen in my personal opinion. Now, I do think it's very, very tough. I think that of course the Nintendo Switch has that beautiful OLED. I do think that this screen though is just it's bright, it's vibrant, just being bigger and such as well too. It definitely sticks out, and the games look fantastic running on this. Now, there is of course going to be a headphone jack in here. You can plug in your 3.5mm headphone. You do have a USB-C for charging, and really that's about it. On the top here, it's going to have your power button. Of course, you have your volume rocker and such as well too. And then that's really about it though. Again though, it's fantastic playing on this thing. Now, I mentioned how great I love playing on the Hori with the D-pads, or on the Switch with the Hori D-pads. This here has the controller. Other controllers are basically just mimicking a PS5 controller. And it literally looks like a PS5 controller. It has the same kind of the mute button and everything here as well too, so that you can turn that off so you don't have the mic. But overall though, the way it feels is just, it feels great. It really does. It feels good in the hand. Now, one thing I will say is that the feedback and such, the haptic feedback is absolutely perfect. It feels great. But otherwise, in the actual hands itself, I've had no problems playing games. Now, I will say this, I still think playing it on the Hori D-pad is a lot better as far as more comfort goes, because it's bulkier. The actual the Hori D-pads themselves are bulkier, so it's a little more easier to kind of grip onto and to hold onto. As you can see, it's kind of like playing on an Xbox controller. So I think that playing especially first-person shooter games is a lot easier on this opposed to this. Now, it doesn't feel bad by any means, but again though, there's not as much grip on the back, and it is a smaller grip. So, and then the controls, or the analog sticks, are smaller as well too. Whereas this here, they're bigger. But another thing too, as you can see, I always like the offput or the offset of the analog. So it's like playing on an Xbox controller or on a Switch Pro controller, but more of like an Xbox controller where they're offset. Again, with the Portal, they're not like that. They're just how a PlayStation controller is, a DualSense. It's just, they're evened. So again, though, I think it's easier to play first-person shooters with the offset. But again, that's just me personally. But overall, my experience with this has been fantastic. Now, I have not had a chance to take this outside of my home. I've heard they did some updates to the firmware and such as well too, and to the actual unit, where they made it better as far as a better experience when you're connecting outside of your current your Wi-Fi and your location. Now, me just playing this like upstairs or in another room, just off my router, off my Wi-Fi here in the home, I've had no problems with it. Obviously, playing PS1 or single player, I won't say PS1 games, playing single player games, there's absolutely no issues at all. I did have a couple little issues here and there with some lag when playing in games like Fortnite or Marvel Rivals and such as well too. I've had a little bit of, like I said, lag here and there, but nothing that was extremely bad or nothing that really affected it too much. But it was definitely noticeable and definitely there on a few occasions. But with that being said, though, for the most part, though, it ran fine. And that could have been my fault as well, too. My PS5 is currently at the time, was not hooked up to an Ethernet cable, so it was not hardwired in. It was strictly run off Wi-Fi, so it definitely could be a reason why I was having that lag. But overall, though, playing a single player game on this, been playing some Slitherhead, I play a little bit of Injustice 2, some Fortnite, play a little bit of Spider-Man 2. It looks fantastic on the Portal. And again, though, overall, though, the battery life itself has been pretty good too. I mean, it doesn't last quite as long as a Switch, I don't think, depending on what you're playing, probably, right? But for the most part, though, I did notice that it was pretty good. But either way, though, I think that it's a fantastic solution. Again, though, it's not going to be that Vita or that PSP that you're looking for that's going to play its own exclusive games, which I'm okay with, because that means I have to go out and buy exclusive games for yet another handheld like I do with the Switch. So it's nice to be able to play my PS5 games on here. Now, of course, I wish that this was more geared towards offline or being able to play without having my PS5 on. Yeah, of course. But with that being said, though, it's not that big of a deal, because majority of the time I'm playing games at home. I'm doing it here in handheld mode, but again, I'm doing it in my own home. Outside my home, though, I probably definitely rather go with my Switch, but they're definitely coming along with this as well too, to make it a little bit more stable to be able to do that. So again, though, overall, though, I've had a blast. Would I recommend picking this up? $200, I definitely would. Again, it's if you love to play handheld mode, you want to be able to play in another room that's not right in front of the TV. Even if you want to play it on the go here and there as well too, and hook it up to your hotspot and such, it's still going to work that way. And again, though, the screen itself is nice and big. It's vibrant. The controls feel great, and I've had nothing but fun and no issues whatsoever playing this game. Again, been playing a lot of Slitherhead. Absolutely love that game. You definitely should check that out. We did an unboxing on it. But with that being said, though, other than that, though, I've had a blast playing it. Again, it's probably not going to be my most comfortable way of playing. I still think that the Hori D-pad here on my Switch is probably the most comfortable playing of a way of playing a modern, gaming handheld. But again, though, it definitely does the job, and it's definitely close up there to a potential first place, but right behind the Hori D-pads. But either way, though, it still feels fantastic, and it's definitely the second best way, in my personal opinion anyways, to play handheld mode games. So again, guys, I would definitely recommend it. Like I said, $200, I would definitely do so. I think $149 may be the sweet spot. I was hoping it would go on sale by Christmas time, but again, though, Santa Claus was good to me. He brought it to me, and here we are sitting with the PlayStation Portal, and I'm definitely having a great time with it. So I'm curious to see what all they're going to do with this in the future. Are they going to make their own console later on, or are they going to upgrade this? I don't know. But either way, though, I'm having a great time with it, guys. So let me know down below what you guys think. Also, what do you guys get for Christmas? Anything cool that's gaming related? Do you have a PlayStation Portal, and what do you think of it? And definitely make sure you let me know down below, because I'm definitely curious to see what you guys have to say. So make sure you guys sound off on this video. Make sure you like it as well too. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on bell notification to keep you updated here with everything that is Chit Chat Gaming on Chitty's World. And as always, guys, happy gaming.